I'm sure that there's no unexpected lineup changes. So Tokarski in goal.
Tokarski in. Hayden will go in for Oki tonight, and we'll see where Oki's at tomorrow. I hope that he's good enough to go tomorrow, but tonight we'll sit him out.
I'm sure I know the answer to this question, but I'll ask it anyways. You guys have one recall remaining. With this being a pocket in the schedule that you could have potentially brought up somebody from Rochester, whether it be Quinn or Paterka, what led to the decision to not do that?
Yeah, you have to ask Kevin in his department, but the essence of it is those guys are battling in really meaningful games and competitive games, and we were healthy enough that we didn't need anybody. So, the focus on development has been on development for those two guys specifically, Paterka and Quinn, if we're talking about those two, for the entire season. So, no reason to change it now. I think if they weren't in meaningful games and they weren't highly competitive games, we probably would, think differently. But, they're in it every night. I mean, they're key guys on a team, and the opposing team is trying to shut those two down with everything they can do, and that's great for them and great for us as far as to have them have to compete at a high level. So, in a different scenario, of course, you'd like to get them more games up here, but not at the compromise of what they're facing down there.
The Bruins don't give up much at all, especially at 5-on-5, obviously. But what makes them so difficult to play against, when it comes to their defensive side?
Yeah, hopefully I'm not answering that question at the end of the game. But they're a good team. They're a competitive group, competitive players over there. They're defensemen and defensive group. They strengthened it at the trade deadline. But Carlo, McAvoy, Grizzlick competitive. There's a lot of competitive people over there, but that defensive top four and even the six that they've put in the lineup are really key to what you said and key to their game. So, and then the top three players being Pasternak, Marchand, and Bergeron are elite at taking advantage of just the slightest opportunity to convert, whether to convert offense immediately. So very, very intelligent hockey players with skill in those three that group over there relies on to execute offensively, and then the defensive group is really strong.
Looked like Owen on the power play this morning. What would he add to that unit?
Yeah, we were able to slide him in there. Akposo's obviously going to be out, and he knows what he's doing on the power play. So I look forward to having him on there. And now's the right time. I think he's had 7 games now to get acclimated in other ways, and we didn't want to take away focus on 5-on-5 and even giving him penalty kill in different situations, be it late games or matchups. There's so many different things for him to focus on now. We slid him in the power play late last game, and he did really well. He has such a good feel for time and space, and he manipulates defenders when he has the puck, and he knows, much like a Dahlin, he knows how to manipulate, in this instance, a penalty kill, and he knows the next layer or two of options as he's possessing the puck, as he's moving with a puck on possession from the point. And you see that when we watch him in practice, and I've watched him in that regard at Michigan and elsewhere.
What are your thoughts on how Dylan Cozens' game has evolved here the last month or so? It seems to me the last several games he's really attacking the middle of the ice.
Yeah, Dylan's game, it continues to evolve. It's never not evolved, which is really nice. It's he's young, but for him, I guess as a coach, I'm always watching him and Krebs and guys in that category and seeing how much more we can, put in front of them that they can, attack and add to their game. And so it's actually I lose a feel for how much they've come along, because I'm always thinking about what can I give them next now or put in front of them next that they can maybe push toward. And with Dylan, it's been consistent. It's been a situation where he, much like a lot of our young guys and young talent, and it's an indicator of talent, that you give them something, and a game or two later you can, okay, I'll give them something new now. They've got that. They've absorbed that and can add that to their game. And that continues with Dylan, and it's exciting to have a kid that talented with a ceiling still as high as we feel it is.